Hello, everybody. You know what time it is. It's San Diego Comic Con 2025, and there's a lot of upcoming awesome figures in general being revealed right now. We're talking about Godzilla, anime, dinosaurs, you name it, everything. But right now, Hiya Toys has unveiled all of their upcoming figures for 2026 and beyond. Let's talk about it. The images are not going to be in order, but I'm just going to speak my mind about what I think about each figure. So first of all, we have Behemoth. This is a highly requested figure amongst the community, and just in general, most of the figures that got revealed today have been highly requested for about a few years or a year or so. And we have it. It looks pretty nice. I gotta say, the details on it looks phenomenal. The head sculpture, the tusks, everything. And it looks like this is going to be the accurate version because there is a few different versions out there from 3D creators, but this would have to be the accurate version from what I can tell. And it looks pretty good. Hopefully all those figures would have to be in size, but again, with Hiya Toys lately, it's a bit confusing if it's going to be in scale or not for people that do care about it. Up next, we have Tiamat, I believe, and it looks really nice. Now, I'm not sure if this would be the statue version or just an early prototype and eventually the articulation is going to be added. I'm assuming this is the prototype and then later we're going to see the articulation. But so far as well, this one seems to be the accurate version. This has two different versions as well. We have the Comic-Con, or the comic book, should I say? I'm getting confused. Yeah, the comic book version, which has a completely different design. And then we have the movie version. And as far as I can tell, it looks really nice. Although it's questionable how we're going to manage, this figure with so much, spiky ends on it. But I do have an idea. They'll probably use a very soft rubber material so it doesn't hurt anybody when handling the figure. But I gotta say the details and everything looks very impressive. Very excited for this one. This has been very requested as well. In the comments, just in general, a lot of people have been wanting a serpent-like creature from Hiya Toys, and we finally have it. And they finally heard us as well. We have Skar King. So Skar King has been requested ever since Godzilla Empire came out and they revealed their figures. A lot of people were like, where is Skar King? My boy is missing. Where's the old man? Where's the Unk? Well, we have him right here. And so far, it seems to be in an advanced prototype form. There's articulation. There's accessories. I'm assuming it's going to be something like Kong, where we're going to see different versions. And I pretty much guarantee that the next version that we see is going to be a Skar King with the pickaxe or axe from Kong and a few other accessories, probably with the tooth missing and stuff like that. So yeah, just expect different versions. As far as I can tell, it looks pretty accurate compared to the monster arts. I think the faces do look a tad bit better. The body as well, just the proportions around the shoulders doesn't look off like the monster arts did. Really good. So another highly requested figure is Warbat. Now this looks majestic. Now it's interesting because we don't know if it's going to use bandy wire like the Skullcrawler or if it's going to use a full-on articulated tail. Part of me wants it to be a full-on articulated tail, although I think the bandy wire might be just a tad bit better to hold the weight of the figure and just certain poses. And I would hope that the top portion would be bandy wire as well, something like translucent so you can see all the veins and all that. But I do see this one being a little bit limited when it comes to articulation, but we'll see how Hiya Toys handles this. I'm very curious because not a lot of people have made a Warbat when it comes to the 3D world. But again, really awesome, and it looks like it's going to be a big figure as well. We have the upgraded Godzilla against MechaGodzilla. This one, again, looks really nice. It doesn't look strange anymore. It seems like they have finally fixed the scale on the dorsal plates. The accuracy on the head sculpture and body looks a lot better. It doesn't look weird like it did when it initially got revealed. So that's pretty good. I mean, honestly, this is also a must. Like most of the figures getting revealed are very, very nice. The sculpture looks good, the details. Hopefully, the articulation doesn't lack on the head sculpture. Just in general, lately their figures have been having a awful articulation system around the neck area and the head. Just rotating left to right, looking up and down has been extremely awful. And I think that's something Hiya Toys definitely needs to upgrade and improve when it comes to their figures. Next up, we have Godzilla versus Destoroyah. This one again, really, really exciting. Hopefully, I have my fingers crossed that this is going to be translucent, because if we have Burning Godzilla with his traditional colors, no translucent material, that's going to be a big missed opportunity. And 1000%, they're going to make a second version with better articulation and the translucent version with accessories. If that's the case, I'm just going to pass on the first edition and I'm just going to wait for the second release. Sculpture wise, it looks questionable. Something about it looks off around the thighs and just the body. Like the mask looks a little bit questionable, but I'm just going to wait until we have the painted version and see what's the deal with that. Again, it's not awful, but there's just something about it that looks strange. I'm not sure. I'm looking at it and I don't know. Definitely, you can mess up Burning Godzilla in two different ways. So I've seen most people, they do Burning Godzilla in their way, right? But the eyes, there's something about his eyes, that look that he has, that powerful look. Some people mess that up and it ends up looking like a friendly Burning Godzilla. Very goofy, and it just looks like he's shining at you with those goofy looking eyes. The second option, where people really do understand this monster and how it's meant to appear, they really do nail how fearsome those eyes can be and capture the powerful look. That's what I'm hoping they're able to do, and maybe use transparent eyes for that, or glass if possible, to give it that realistic look. And if we're getting multiple versions of those, their counterparts have to come out, like Destoroyah. Up next, we have Monster X. Wow. This one I did not expect, but looks really, really great with the articulation, the details. I like the head sculpture design, how it looks really unique, and it looks like it's going to be rocking a lot of articulation on the legs, knees, and maybe on the feet. Very interesting. Banty wire, again, who knows? If Monster X is coming, you know that Ghidorah's coming for sure. And Final Wars Godzilla, hint, hint, yeah, very great. And I mean, they look fantastic. Warbat looks fantastic just in general. And we also have Zilla. Now, you see this picture of Zilla just falling off, and I understand. I've been through that struggle in general because of how this creature is designed. It's sort of difficult to stand this figure fully without just falling off, and believe me, I know this from experience. But let me know in the comments down below, which figure are you most excited for? If you could have two figures, which one would it be? Let me know, comment, like, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to watch my review on Godzilla Evolve. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys.